You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests with us today. Now, Angela Yee, you watch this show.
Yes, Black Ink Chicago.
Black Ink Chicago.
And we have Ryan Henry and Kat here.
What up,
What's up, guys?
What up, Ryan and Kat?
man?
Hey,
Hey,
yo,
y'all.
told me to tell y'all what's up.
Hey, yo, that's my man.
Yep, that's what he told me. I didn't know if he was lying or not. So.
Oh, yeah, he
That's why I
was in
wanted to-
Chicago. He's from Chicago, too. Now, Ryan, you actually own a tattoo shop, right?
Yes.
And Kat is one of the main artists. So y'all have bumped heads quite a bit on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like this. I'm going to say that the dynamic is this. There's a few different things going on, and we're going to get into all of that. But, Ryan, it feels like you don't want things to get personal in the office space.
Pretty much. I mean, you got people who don't know how to take, the personal out of business. So it really messed stuff up. So, I really just try to have everybody do their shit about business,
But things get very personal at Black Ink Chicago.
Personal like what? Like they use
Like dating
smashing? Y'all date?
and issues.
No. No.
She said no
So
fact.
wait, okay. Now I saw a lot of stuff on the blogs that you guys did date at one point. Y'all had some type of relationship.
No, man, you got people who just going to look and see, me and Kat next to each other, and they're going to be thinking, well, they got to be doing something, But me and Kat been, pretty business-oriented the whole time.
Okay.
So
I think our dynamic is more family. Like we've been around each other every single day for the past, 3+ years. So people just automatically assume that. That's been like the rumor for the longest, So we just kind of, I don't know, we have fun with it at
if
this
I'm
point.
hugging her or something, then they're going to think I'm doing something, So I be getting in trouble because she'd be on my snap or something, like sitting on my lap or
Who you
whatever.
get in trouble with?
I'm just...
Your
Everybody.
other hoes he be acting.
Now, for you, Kat, though, you did date 4, right?
We had a little thing.
Date who?
I wouldn't call
for?
it dating.
Who's that, Yee?
He's another one of the artists at the shop.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
if
a
you
lot of
guys watched the show, you
inter-shop-
guys would have seen.
Is that the big crazy one?
No.
It's 2 brothers on the
That's
show.
that's
Yeah.
his brother.
That's
Okay.
his brother.
Got you.
But yeah.
So- But that didn't work out too well for you.
No, not really. I didn't really take it too seriously.
What do you
So-
think
Damn.
about? What do you think about dating people that you have to see every day at work?
I don't think it's a good idea. It's not a good idea, especially for somebody like me. Like when I'm done, I cut you completely off. I don't ever want to see you again. So
Sheesh.
it's
Jesus
hard. But
Christ.
so with that, you know what I mean? Like we're still friends. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's a good idea. So
So are you saying you smash and dash?
yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm just
that's your
playing.
type.
I like your type.
I mean, I'm just not with any other bull. Like once you cross me, it's over with. I'm a tourist. So
Wow. Taylor, shut up. You ain't even got no man. Ain't nobody.
Who's the better tattoo artist between the two of you guys?
I've been tattooing longer, but Kat got a different style of mine. She do some shit that I can't do,
Like what?
and he does stuff that I can't do.
Like they got probably in tattooing, man, if like you can do like realism and portraits and stuff real good, people will think that's the best form of tattooing, and she real good at that. But I just got my freehand style that it's more for black skin. You know what I mean? So it ain't gonna look like how she does hers.
Yeah, it's 2 completely different lanes. We are both we have different styles of work, and he's great at what he does and I'm great at what I do. Some people will reach out to him and he'll send them to me. Some people will reach out to me and I'll be like, yo, Ryan's the better person for that.
You know what's
So.
interesting? The women on this on Black Ink Chicago, you guys are very supportive of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in a lot of other shows, like even in the New York one, you don't really see that.
No, see, those are my girls. Like Danielle and I have known each other since we were in 6th grade. So, I mean, we've been through a lot together. We've been in fights together. We were in college together. We were roommates in college. So those are my girls. And Charmaine's her cousin. So we got really close. Everybody in the shop is really close. We don't really do. If we fight, it's not any, yo, she said this. It's like, yo, what did you say? You know what I mean? It's straight.
Confrontational.
Yeah,
like,
So I think that's what
straight to
makes
the
good
source.
for television, too. Because, we don't really hide anything or sugarcoat anything.
Y'all don't be
Shit.
scared living in Chicago and getting the fame that y'all get,
I
especially
mean,
having a tattoo shop.
We got a lot of
realistically,
support.
I mean, it's both sides of it. You know what I mean? I deal with the
hood.
I deal with that part. I deal with the street part of it too. You got people who look at it as like, oh man, you're on TV now, so
Think you
they
all
think
that.
you hit the lottery.
Yeah.
Look like, man, Joe, you don't fuck with me no more. You don't do this. It's like, man, I'm here to work and raise my kids. You know what I mean? I still got to work in it, but I mean, it's the same way that we grew, man. I'm from that, so that same you want to bring to me, I don't want to have to be on that. You know what I mean? But it's like
So you buy more guns?
testing 1, 2.
Well, Ryan, I'm gonna say this: it must have been really hard for you to have a lot of your personal business put out there because I know that's not really your lane.
Yeah, like you know, I didn't even really know how to go into that, man. I took it for what it was. Figured I could give more of myself to the people as opposed to just that whole drama, you know. So instead of, I mean, I guess they gotta have their own necessary amount of drama, but it's like I got something to actually give to people, you know what I mean? So like putting my personal business out there with the murder of my sister and, you know, how people deal with that, like that was more of a lane of what I had already been dealing with, you know what I mean? It's women who in domestic violence situations and they don't know how to get out of it, you know what I mean? But it's like, well, take my loss and use that, you know what I'm saying?
What happened with your sister for people that don't know?
My sister and my niece were murdered by her ex-boyfriend back in 2009.
Damn.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just like, if people see that and see like, all right, well, he dealing with this shit and then moving forward, you know what I mean? It's some women who don't even know how to take that first step and leaving that nigga that's beating her.
Did y'all find out who
You know?
did it? Of course.
Yeah.
Did he get locked up?
Yeah, he gone,
Okay.
you know, but
I mean, gone, like dead or in jail?
nah, he in jail.
Oh, okay.
So
Is it therapeutic?
let him out, free him.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it therapeutic for you to be on the show and discuss issues like that?
I really wasn't the person to talk about it, man. You know, I hadn't even really talked about it with the people that was around me. You know, I just kind of bottled that shit up and put it away. You know what I mean? But to be able to talk about it, of course, you know, it's definitely therapeutic. And to get that off when I feel people should do that. You know what I mean? So like I said, the biggest thing was to have people, you know, around the country and everywhere just relate to real. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who deal with that loss and then, you know, they'll see me be like, well, why am I mad? You know what I mean? Like, I got it in me, you know what I mean? So if people will really be like, damn, you know what? I lost somebody too and this is why I'm mad. I'll see why he mad. You know what I mean? So as long as it was something that people could relate to, that was cool, man. I wasn't no actor, so shit, I just put out what I could.
Now, having that background, you know, with all those real issues, when they came to you about doing reality TV, did you have any hesitation? Like, I don't know if I want to put all this on.
Yeah, man. It took me a while to be like, okay, you know what I mean? Just knowing that, you know, like I said, it puts you in the light of people around you, like in Chicago. Like, I say you on TV. Now you got people looking at you like, well, we coming to get what he got. Now we know he got some, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, I get them threats, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we gonna come do this. And I really just still got to go to work every day, you know what I mean? So, like,
damn,
you got to know that. Like, all right, we coming to get you. We know the shop at. We doing this. We do that. You don't know who walking in that door. You know
Did
what
you
I
ever
mean?
have to leave Chicago?
I never would have had to leave Chicago. You know what I mean? I'm still there. You know what I mean? I get relief from leaving time to time. You know what I mean? It's more so about me wanting to leave for my family as opposed to wanting to leave for the fear of that. You know what I mean? Like, when I say that, I mean that I always was a person that said, man, I ain't never gonna leave Chicago, man. Like, everybody leave Chicago, but I could stand it. You know what I mean? I could stand it. I could deal with whatever's here. But you talking about when it's coming towards your family. You know what I mean? So if it's coming towards my family, I need to think about it like, I don't need to stay here and prove it. If I prove it, that means I got to let one of you try me, kill you, and then still let you take me from my family. Do I need to prove that? Or would I remove myself from that situation? So that's right. What I'm in transition right now. Like, should I be back and forth somewhere else?
Now,
I think you should be, my brother. I tell people that from Chicago all the time. When you get a little light on you in Chicago, it's okay to back away from the city for a little while. I mean, because you can still give back to the city. You know what I'm saying? You just let things cool off.
I
for a
just
minute.
realized that now. Like, damn, it's worth it to actually, you know, be back and forth as opposed to just staying here. Because, man, that's it. But Chicago hates itself. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy that we grow in this bullshit to where, you know, I love everything about my city. It's beautiful. I love the people in it. But we grow to be ready for anybody that's going to try you. You know what I mean?
Which don't make no sense.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a catch-22. So why would I stay in this and then let somebody, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't about letting somebody kill you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going to try you, make you kill them. Now you gone from your family.
Now, you know, last week a girl called and she said that she would get an orgasm as she was getting a tattoo. What's the craziest things that y'all seen on y'all tables or y'all sections?
Have you ever squirted because you was getting some ink?
No.
She's a,
So
she
you know
does,
Kat-
she gives you the tattoo.
You know,
she
Kat
has
can
tattoos
tattoo
as well.
herself
I didn't know.
also. I saw that you did your own tattoo on your leg.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a difficult thing to do?
Well, but before that, so what's the
tattoo
craziest thing
yourself?
that y'all seen on your table? What's the craziest thing that you seen?
Well, what I see, I don't know. I don't see
Anybody pass out? Nobody caught an orgasm?
And be
people.
passed out.
I had all that.
Some people pass out.
Not me.
I know
I
that.
seen all that.
Just by being in there, you know, with them, and I hear, you know, all their clients. It'd be a lot of girls like getting tattooed by them that I don't think it'd be hurting that bad, but they be putting on them sounds like they having an orgasm.
Really?
I'd be like, they just extra.
Overdoing
They
it.
just doing that.
Maybe they and just keeping the thing going so that you can't really hear what's going on.
No, we would know. We would know if that was going on. What you mean?
He said, how? He must
Yeah, has a guy
he
ever
like,
gotten an
shit, I done
erection
got some
while
pussy
you were
with
giving him a
that.
tattoo?
Actually, one time I was doing this guy's tattoo, and he had his friend with him, and his friend was sitting on a couch. And I'm doing this tattoo, and I guess he meant to text his friend, but he texted me, and he was like, man, my dick is so hard. Why she tattooing me? And I was so awkward. I was like, dude, you just sent that to me. Like,
Whoops.
yeah, that was my
Did
most
you finish the tattoo?
awkward. Yeah, I had to, you know.
And what about you? What's the craziest thing that happened in your table?
Nah, I mean, realistically, you do get, like I said, you get some women who, you know, it's like, hey, it's an arousal thing for them, and it's like, damn, I'm just working on you, you know what I mean? But like, they be all the way there, like, man, I'm just tattooing. They like get to trying to squeeze your leg and doing. I'm like, man, can we finish this session first?
Yeah. They be in there trying to take Ryan down.
But now, Kat, for you, I know there was a few episodes where you felt like you weren't being supported by everybody else in the shop. You kind of felt like they were against you. You took a trip to New York, and nobody wanted to go when you proposed it, but then everybody popped up.
Right.
You know, and I saw two different sides of that, because some people were saying, some people felt like, well, she's being disloyal, but some people were saying, well, you know, it's not like the shop made her. She's, you know, already was established and she came to work there.
Right. Yeah, I think like what you saw going on in the show, you know, it was real emotion and everything. You know what I mean? This is really stuff that we dealt with. And I think through watching it back and just, you know, through going through it, I think that they very much opened their minds, you know, to it, because in the beginning, you know, they didn't want to do it, you know, but, you know, people grow, people learn, you know what I mean? It was just something that we had to go through. But yeah, on the lines of.
Do you look back at it? I mean, you call Ryan a bitch.
But we fight. Like, we fight like that. We've been fighting like that. Like, before the cameras, you know, we get into some serious fights, you know?
Ryan, and be saying stuff like, he must be on his rag. Do he need a tampon?
Yeah. See, like, I mean, that's what I say. Like, when it got to that, man, it's like, I tried to stay out of that social media, because it's like.
Yeah.
No, that was on the show.
That
Nah,
moment,
I mean,
we completely forgot
see,
that
like,
the cameras were there.
She'll take it like she know how I feel about that bitch word. Like, I don't let, my friends don't play with me with that. Don't no man call me no bitch. You call me a bitch, you want me to do something to you. You trying to start something. Even when it comes to the woman thing, like,
that
you
ain't
know,
the first time we got into a
I'm just
fight
saying.
like
So when
that,
when she's saying that, she knows she pushing extra buttons. You
Trying
know
to
what
get
I'm
you
saying?
that level.
No,
So
it
it's
wasn't
like-
that. I wasn't trying to get anybody to that level. They got me to that level. I'm very,
Don't
you
do
know.
that to me.
No, I'm just saying, like.
She was about to get to that level just now.
No, it wasn't like that though. I don't push people buttons. I don't ever think it's okay to call a man a bitch. You know, it's not okay. My
Even if he's acting
emotions.
like a bitch?
It's better ways that I could have went about it. You know what I mean? I'm very passionate, and
That's
if
an
I feel
argument, so you
if I
can't-
feel
you
some
know,
type
it's
of
in
way,
the
like
air.
I feel some type of way, and I really tried to control my emotions, but you know they got the best of me, and I just exploded. You know,
Is it different if you would have did it not in front of people and if it was just one-on-one?
Nah, that shit was wrong.
I think I'm learning, because before that and the world seeing it, you know, I would be that person. Like, what if he acting like a bitch? I'm gonna call him a bitch, blah, blah, blah. But I had to see it back and see, you know, it's women getting tied up and put in closets for, you know, calling guys bitches. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially
In
in
Chicago.
Chicago, you know, that's not okay. So I had to kind of see it, you know, and say like, damn, I don't want, you know, people to think that that's the right way to go about things. But my emotions were just up there. I was hurt. I was really hurt.
Right.
I need
So-
some advice. I got a friend that has a Wolverine tattoo on his arm. And he needs to do something to get the Wolverine.
I'm getting it done over. I'm getting it done over.
I ain't say it was you, but he probably did it when he was like 20.
I seen it.
You seen it? It look kind of bad. What,
Nah,
what can you
I'm,
put
I'm,
over
I'm
that
getting it done
Wolverine?
over. I was 17 when I got it. I lived in South Carolina. It wasn't even legal in South Carolina. So this dude had a needle. He gave me the tattoo. It's like getting butt shots, illegal butt shots.
It's not like that.
It's definitely not.
It was. At the time, it was like a legal butt shot.
Yeah, you could cover it up with anything, especially a 9 mag. You know, that's what we do. Like
What's a 9 mag?
cover ups.
That's the shot.
I mean, we go
It's in the
over.
shop.
Oh!
Come on, man. You don't even know
This
the name
guy-
of the shop?
Nah,
See, like, I knew you was gonna do
That's
something
not cool.
you was gonna do something to tell him, to let him say, like, I don't watch that.
You
I was
want-
trying to avoid that whole.
But Kat, you can call him a bitch if you
I saw the
want.
pilot. I did see the pilot. I saw the pilot actually at Big Fish.
And that's the thing. See, the pilot. Well, I got that. You can't legally speak on that, but we
So
didn't
you,
even know, we
you
didn't know
watch
that
every
pilot was gonna be part
episode
of
of
it.
Love and Hip Hop, or you watch all the
No, I
reality shows?
actually have swore off all Satan Scott Young's works.
But then you
Okay,
watched
but
I
the
started
reunion.
watching New York.
Yeah, you need to watch 9 Mag or Black Ink Chicago. You know what I
I'ma
mean?
check
Like
it out.
we have our drama
Talk
or whatever,
to 'em
but
tough,
it's
tough.
positive. It's positive.
And they are great tattoo artists.
Yeah.
In that
I mean,
shop.
if it means anything, I don't watch Black Ink New York either.
Okay, we're not Black Ink New York.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I know Ryan. Like I follow him on Instagram, and I met him a long time ago. And I always on his page is very like all about his tattoos and everything. And I always was like, Ryan's an incredible tattoo artist. I was
Thank
like,
you.
I have no tattoos.
No,
And
everybody
I always
know
said
from
if I ever got a tattoo, I would want Ryan to do it.
No, all my dudes from Chicago is like, nah, this dude Ryan, he's a
very
real guy.
legitimate.
Like he really does tattoos.
Love,
he's the guy
man.
everybody go to. Like my dude, you know SB?
Yeah.
SB told me.
Yeah.
A few people hit me to you. Yeah.
I
Yeah, so that's
appreciate
why
it,
as
man.
soon as the show came on, what did I do? I hit you on Instagram when I saw y'all was doing it.
Yeah.
And I said, Ryan, don't embarrass yourself, okay, on
No,
TV, because I'm
that's
going to be
what-
watching.
See, that's what, like, you know, the biggest thing, like, sometimes you put some people on TV, then, like, you had the city who don't know them, like, you be embarrassed in your city, be like, man, he really ain't from here, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, it's an honor to have them people who really could speak on that, because I can't speak on I can't get on there like, oh, I'm all Chicago, I'm this. Like, no, man, I got real work out in the streets. I got a real resume, you know what I mean? Like, I've been putting in work, so, you know what I mean? Like, people really mess with you how they mess with you. They gonna see it for fake, forget who looking at it on the outside. Like, they gonna be coming at you like, no, you can't walk over here no more.
Right.
You can't come over here no more. So I couldn't do nothing but just be me in that. So it's cool to have people that say like, oh man, come mess with them, come mess with them. Like, you know, when you came, you know what I'm saying, we was kicking it the right way. You know, we wasn't
Standing on
nobody's
couches.
You know, so
Yeah, if I can chime into that though, like it's a tattoo show. You know, the whole Black Ink franchise is a tattoo show.
it's not
and
a tattoo show.
Where it is. That's what it's supposed
I'm
to
give
be
you that
based
because
off.
I had to look at it from a lot of people looked at it when they first seen New York and they was comparing it to LA Ink and New York Ink, and those are tattoo shows. This what I had to realize when New York came out and it wasn't showing all tattoos, it was showing more drama
barely
stuff. Was
see
that
tattoos on
right?
there.
It
And
was,
that's what we bring
What I
to
had
it,
to
though.
realize was that it's a show about these people who are artists who got a story to tell the show, and then they show some tattoos. So we
Right.
tried to put as much tattooing into it because that's what my life was. They like, well, what you doing? What you doing? It's like, bro, I see my kids and I tattoo.
That's really his life.
That's
Right.
it. I ain't got nothing else. You
The
know what I
ones
mean?
in
Yeah.
New York, they told me when they was filming, it's hard for them to even do any tattoos because they spend so much time filming that during that time they don't get much work.
Yeah, I still
But one
put it
thing
in.
they pick up on what's really going on. Like it is reality TV. So if you're not, you know, tattooing all the time in real life and you got more personal drama going on, then that's what they pick up on. We tattoo all day long, every single day. Our drama happens within the workplace. You know what I mean? Like we fighting each other because you know what I'm saying? So we have the work to back it up. Like at the end of the day, we're all great tattoo artists. So
But
yeah, you'll
sometimes
see.
that personal stuff really does
Hell
distract.
yeah.
Like Don and Charmaine.
Right.
Let's talk about them for a second. Now, both of them work in a tattoo shop. Don has a baby mom and she's now his fiance and was living with her, but he was messing with Charmaine, who works in the shop. And it was causing all kinds of issues. You had a boat ride and you tried to take everybody on the boat ride. Cat
I
didn't
wasn't
show up,
there.
which was another issue in itself. But he had a boat ride, and it turned into a huge fight on the boat because Charmaine was drunk. She confronted Don's fiance, who was just his girlfriend at the time, and was like, "Yes, I slept with your man." You know.
Damn.
Yep. And do you think
you
that?
gotta watch.
Think what?
Do you think that was wrong of her to go up to his fiance, especially on that boat ride at that time?
Do I think?
Yeah.
It was completely wrong. It's like Charmaine ain't from Chicago. She from Louisiana, you know, so she was trying to be the fun-loving, like, oh, we all in this setting, and she here, so let me just go talk to her and try to smooth it over. Be like, man, you ain't from Chicago. You don't know how to... She a minute off whooping your so you thinking it's the time to go tell her, like, hey, I just want to smooth it over. She like, man, go on with that. So when I jumped in the water, I got back on the boat, they was fighting.
You said jumped in the water.
They was on,
Yeah.
the, you know, they
It
was
was summertime.
diving.
This must be summer. He basically
But
got thrown
as
off
a
the boat,
woman,
right?
Kat, if somebody asked you, because Charmaine's excuse was, well, I would want to know. So I'm telling her because I would want to know if that was me, you know, the truth. Do you think Charmaine should have told Ashley, right, that she was sleeping with Don?
I think that Ashley was wrong for asking Charmaine. You know what I mean? Like, well, I guess she really wants to know the truth. But if Don, you know, Don should have just owned up to that.
He was not going. He
from
wasn't
day
even
one.
telling his own boys that it
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, I know. He should have just owned up to it. I probably would have wanted to know. I would have wanted to know. But after you tell me the truth, I'm not going to try to fight you. I'm not going to, you know, muff you or whatever. So I think Ashley was wrong for that. You know, you wanted to know the truth. And Charmaine was like, okay, you're going to ask me? Yeah. What does Charmaine got to lie for?
Right.
You know? So that's my take on
See,
it.
y'all got to watch the show so you can see all this go down.
It's a good show.
Now, Ryan, you was
Charlamagne.
also a side piece on the show.
Was I?
Yeah, you kind of.
Ryan always somebody's side piece.
I don't know why girls really think guys can be side pieces.
No, because Danielle she has a boyfriend, but he wasn't trying to commit. So she said, in the meantime, my vagina belongs to Ryan. Also.
I don't know, you know. I'm just like, you know, I'll probably be more of a rebound. You know, I've been a rebound my whole life, well, younger life. You know, but that was like, it was just at the right time. It's like, man, if me and Shorty was gonna kick it, you know what I mean, just understand what you got to do. She had a situation, you know, I was there, like, I'll be here when you finish with that situation. You know
Has this show messed up your intake though? Because girls are like, man, I
No.
don't want to sleep with him because it might end up on TV.
Sure,
They probably
skyrocketed.
Yeah, I would think it'd be the opposite.
I've been chilling, man. What you got?
I'm gonna expose everybody next season.
I've been
Season
Yeah,
2.
right, Kat. You
Okay,
right.
I'm exposing.
Cat's pretty chill.
You taking the
on here.
penis abroad, or you still keeping it local in Chicago?
Abroad is overseas. You take it state to state.
Now, let me tell you
to
something
state.
else I found out about Ryan watching the show in the very first episode. Because, you know, he always posts his kids on Instagram and everything, right? And his child's mother decided to move. Did you cheat on her or something? Is that why you guys broke up?
You talking about like a 10-year period.
But I'm
though,
saying this was on the
man,
first
you know?
episode. It was on the first episode.
Yeah, but she talking about when I was like 17.
So
Talking
you
about,
guys broke up but got back together, right?
yeah.
But she had another child, and they kept saying it's by somebody famous, so they wouldn't say who it was. Da 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 da. It was Jeremiah.
Damn,
What's the test?
you get it. See, you thought you
No,
was
I'm
your
just asking
friend.
because now I see it on the
He was your
blogs.
friend.
That's cool, man. You know.
He's like,
Yeah,
no,
man. You know, I mean,
Ryan's like,
we should-
Black in Chicago, Monday
should-
nights.
yeah.
He's like, I thought she was my friend.
No, it's all good. I mean, you know, it's just a situation of life. You know what I mean? Me and that dude, you know, share kids with a woman. You know, I
Oh,
think,
you and Jeremiah?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know,
but y'all
so-
are cool with each other. Like,
I don't know that dude. He don't know me. You know.
Oh, y'all ain't never met?
Oh, we met.
Y'all fought.
said, oh, we
y'all had a
met.
fist fight, huh?
Man, look.
How many fist fights have y'all had, Ryan?
No. I ain't said none of that. You know, hey, listen. Anything here will be used against me in a court of law.
Got you.
okay, so you're currently going through something.
I ain't going through nothing, but you know,
So if you in a car, right?
I don't speak on no man while he ain't around, man. You
So
know,
if you in a car and a girl puts on Jeremiah's CD, what you do?
I
He
love
be
the
singing
music.
along.
Okay.
You know, that's what I think that's one of the biggest things that people don't understand is like they look at it from an outside point of view. It's like, man, you got to be a whole type of hoe to be like, oh, turn that off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I think dude's an amazing artist. You know what I mean? I think he's great at what he do. We just don't know each other personally. You know
If
what I
he
mean?
came to you for a tattoo and he was like, y'all want it in Chinese letters, would you write bitch in Chinese on
No,
it?
that's, you know, like I said, that's some whole, you know what I mean? Like, I respect dude music. I respect what he do. You know what I mean? He's successful. We just don't know each other on that personal level. You know what I mean? And then like everything else outside of that is just what we deal with as what you do with some kids. If you date somebody who got a baby daddy or something, you know what I mean?
That's interesting though, because you never see that side. You always see like the guy who wants his baby mamas to be cool, but you never see the woman who wants the baby daddies to be cool with each other.
I
I
mean,
don't think
even
she's even that cool with him though.
yeah, I mean, whatever they might have going on, I just feel like, man, at this, you know, older age, and it's like I don't need no drama, no problems. It's like we gotta raise these kids, so let's raise them together. Like if me and you know what I'm saying, share a woman, a baby mama, and it's like, bro,
I
I
hope
don't,
not.
you know what I'm saying?
Let me call my wife and make sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
That blood test coming
it's not
in.
worth it. It's not worth it to have no, you know what I'm saying, no drama in it, man. We're gonna be laughing at this 50 years from now
Yeah,
with
you're
kids.
right.
So what's the point of, you know?
Yeah, they gotta have a little late because the kids they're close in age.
Yeah,
So I mean, when you take one, you gotta take both of them out. You just don't take one, or do you?
court of law.
All right, I got you. I got you.
No, I feel you though, but Ryan's a great dad, and Kat is a wonderful tattoo artist. Now, I'm sure guys are coming out the woodworks for you now too. Is it now? Let me ask you this, because it's hard sometimes. You know, I watch the show. I was like, okay, let me see how she's gonna do, and I've seen your work, and your work is incredible too. Do guys, you think, tend to more want to get tattoos from guys? Like they don't give women the credit they deserve?
Not really anymore.
She proved that wrong.
Yeah, not really anymore. In the beginning, when I first started tattooing, back when I used to suck, guys used to come to me just because I was a girl, you know, just to have conversation or whatever. But now, people come to me for my work. Like my work speaks for itself, you know, and people often don't even know, you know, that I did it. Like some of my work was just on ESPN. Like I legit turned on the TV and it was just on there, you know. So
You
people
did some
are
ball players? Mm-hmm. Okay.
yeah. So people are trying to find out who did that tattoo. That's just last week. You know what I mean? And nobody knows that it's Kat from VH1. People just see the piece and want to come for that. So I think a lot has changed. I think women are getting the credit because if you put your work out there, there's a lot of girls, who say they want to be tattoo artists or say they want to do something, but they put their naked bodies out there before their work, or they put their self and their personality out there before their work. And I made it a point to not do that. Like back when I first started, and I wanted to be a tattoo artist, I was really strong about making sure my work was good before I put it out there, as opposed to taking a bunch of pictures and doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? I wanted my work to speak for itself. So.
And you came to Ryan, and Ryan actually told you weren't that good at first.
Yeah, Ryan shut me down, and it was cool. I just
That's real,
learned
though.
elsewhere.
Doesn't make you get better.
Yeah, I mean, well, I came to Ryan, I wanted to, when I first started, I wanted to, learn from him or whatever. And he ignored me because, Ryan was big time in Chicago, and I was back and forth between college and Chicago. So I started working at a shop in Chicago, and then when I went back to school, I was working at a shop in Missouri. I was tattooing in my dorm room. I was tattooing in my parents' house when I came back at home. So I worked really hard to get my work up to a point where I was proud of it. So.
And what's your guys' relationship like with the New York? I know you guys came to New York and hung out with the Black Ink New York people, and things got a little crazy with them. But did you know them before?
See, like I knew Seasoned Dutch before the show. You know what I mean? I couldn't even, like when I had the deal working, I couldn't even tell them until the network released it to them. And I didn't even think, you talking about Chicago dudes and New York dudes, like we two totally different type of people, you know what I mean? So we both met, you know what I mean, like through the convention and stuff, and it was like, all right, hold up, you know what I mean? But we ended up kicking it, you know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean, it was some real people, like outside of what I thought from the show, outside of what they thought about me being from Chicago, and then, they became like my instant family quick like that, you know what I mean? So we had kicked it a few times, back and forth before they had even, announced the show. Then when the show came on, you know what I mean, the world was looking at it as like, if it's a spinoff, they're gonna look for it to be a direct reflection of either that or for us to hate them. You know what I mean? The people didn't even know we knew them. And when the show came out and they showed that we was coming to New York to rock with them, people was liking that. It's just that everybody ain't gonna rock with each other. So like when me and Scott got into it, you know what I mean? It was like, that's just what it is. Like, you ain't my family like that at first. I ain't even know. That was my first time meeting her. And then she went off on me like how, you know what I mean? For me, I'd be like, man, these New York chicks, tough. You know what I'm saying? So she went dead at me, and I'm like, realistically, like, man, shorty, like, I wasn't finna sit there and call you out your name. Like, I ain't in my city, but listen, go get who you gonna get. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't no point in me sitting arguing with you. You know what I mean? And like, man, people like, oh, you should have slapped you. You should have did it like that. I ain't gonna do all that. Go get who you was gonna get if I would have slapped you. Let's just get it right there, right now. You know what I mean? But we worked that over, and it was cool. Like, it's just for people to see that we all really rock with each other, man. I like that they taking that in there, because that's all they wanted us was to be. They better than them, or they better than them, or y'all ain't this, or Chicago, and like, we just New York. And I'm like, you say what?
I said I don't know them as well as you do.
Yeah, that's really my people. You know what I mean? So
small circle, so I
keep your little circle tight.
Right.
Well, tell them when the show comes on again, so the people know.
The new season starts.
April 4th.
Sometimes
y'all on season 2 already?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought it starts April 4th, no?
no, that's New York.
That's Black Ink New York. They come out April
okay.
4th. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't know when yours is coming back?
Well, no, we
That starts shooting already?
right.
Oh, the same people back on?
Yeah.
We gonna see.
Oh, God.
I need a tattoo, but I
Maybe
ain't coming to
some
Chicago to get a tattoo, man. Y'all got to come up here with y'all.
It's cool. Like
The
she
buzzy,
like
man.
think about it, man. If I'm rocking with you and I come here, man, I'ma hope you gonna hold me down.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
if you come there, like I said, I ain't.
Listen, if you go to Chicago, Ryan got you. You will have
You
a
know,
great time.
you gonna be
Hey, I
straight.
believe him, but you can't promise me that with all them wild Chicago niggas,
It's not
man.
even like that.
I can
We
promise
never
you
had
that.
no issues.
All right. I gotta get this finished right here. I gotta get this finished.
It'd be an
They
honor.
said
I
Envy
could-
was crying during his tattoo, though. So.
I wasn't crying. Hell no, I ain't crying. And we gotta get that Wolverine on Charlamagne's forearm.
I'm definitely not going to Chicago because I don't have the healing powers that Wolverine has. So if I get shot, I'm going to die.
Cat will hold you down.
Oh my goodness. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in